Welcome back to the channel, guys. And as you see right here, today we're back on that old 69 Series IIa, the one we dug out of the field from an estate sale. This thing's been sitting for 30 years, since 1992. The frame or chassis, depending on what part of the world, is rotted away. So we're gonna have to get a new one of those. But today, we are going to try and get this thing to turn over and fire it up. So stick around and see if that happens. Probably not gonna, but maybe it will. All right, so in preparation, Ted has already removed the grill. I was a little late, so missed that. So what we're gonna do today is pop the radiator out. So this thing is a mystery as to whether it's gonna turn over or not. So we used some of that Marvel mystery oil, stuck her in there. And mysteriously, in cylinder 4, it disappeared right away. Right back there, not full anymore. Cylinder 2 leaked down. And 1 and 3 still have some in it after a few days. So is this thing gonna do anything? We'll find out. We are pretty hopeful. So we went ahead and brought the starting fluid, picked up some fresh plugs. We're gonna go ahead and leave that tire flat, so my short self has easier access. I'm gonna go ahead and put some gloves on so I can pretend that I'm gonna work.
Forgot your coffee because you're basic.
Forgot my coffee. Should have brought that. But yeah, I'll pretend to do something today. So the radiator is out, and she is thick. But now we got quite a bit more room to see if we can get a bar on this thing and get it turned over. So we got Ted in there taking some pictures, just so we have a reference point as we're taking this thing apart as to what it looks like now. And then we're also bagging and tagging everything as we take it apart so we can keep all the hardware organized, separated in the right spot, going back to the right thing.
So we can lose it all together.
So we can lose it all together, I guess. So this thing is definitely not 41 millimeters. So we'll have to use something else. All right, looks like we had the wrong size socket here. Needs like 1 3/4 or 46 millimeter, one of the other sizes. And we got Ted on there with our improvised solution. And looks like she's stuck.
It'd be marvelous.
Huh.
Fucking ghost.
Door just flew open. But yeah,
Mystery solved.
mystery solved, engine's locked up. Another thing that we discovered in this process is there is 3 cylinders up and 1 down, as opposed to having 2 cylinders up and 2 down, which is what it's supposed to have firing order wise. So that leads us to believe that there is something actually broke in there. So, being this thing's pretty simple, Ted's not that far away from just yanking the head off. We're gonna go ahead and do that now, so we can see what kind of mess we have going on in there. So, this guy. coming out. So we're gonna tag team this thing. As we got Ted there taking the cylinder head off, my job is to remove the doors. Because eventually...
Because the doors have everything to do with the motor being locked up.
Yeah, that, because this is critical. This is a critical operation. So I get tasked with the important stuff. But we're gonna get those off because eventually, obviously, everything's gonna have to come off. So we might as well do a little time management and stick me on something simple enough that I can handle it.
Sounds like corporate talk.
Time management. This is, we're on a schedule. Needs to be done within the next 3 years. You can kind of see down in there is some debris, some leaves and whatnot. So this wasn't too promising on running today anyways. And now we got the rocker cover off. All of that looks in fairly good nick, as they say. A little bit of dirt, but looks to be intact. So we're just a few bolts away. It's that simple. Undo those, lift up, and we'll see what's broken. Oh, yep. Fucking breaking. Well, this has gone well.
First broken bolt, very fucking process.
Ted's got half the front end apart. The first bolt I go after on the door, I break it. This is why they don't let me touch the tools. You're witnessing exactly why I just talk. All right, so the doors are off. Sitting over here, you can see she's a little corroded on the bottom there. There is a good chance we'll be replacing these. And got that hardware in there, or what's left of it that I didn't break. That's sitting right there. That's neat. The thermostat looks awfully nice.
Moist.
That I don't think you're supposed to have that much rust come with it. Oh, popped out though. Maybe we'll have to throw that in some boiling water and see if she still operates. This is a budget build after all. All right, so we're down to pulling the manifolds off and then the head's ready to come off. We got Ted doing that. He just pulled the carburetor off and we're gonna see what comes out of that guy. So here it is. Mind you, this thing's been sitting for what we think is 28 years, since 1992, almost as long as I've been alive. So let's see what. Well, that's not near as bad as I was expecting. Or the chunks are too big to come out past it. The chunks are too big. Oh, there. Yeah. There's a few other bits in there, but what do we got? Looks like some sort of nut shell. So I imagine we had some varmint in there. A little hidey hole for some mice. So we'll probably replace that guy. Maybe we'll do that Sniper EFI from Holly. Update this thing. Is it heavy with everything attached? Oh, what the? Oh, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more. That was your side.
Ah, I must have missed that. Leave it to me. There's still some things attached.
Heavy. She went smashy smashy.
Yeah, so that one, yeah, that cylinder looks a little, or that piston looks a little high on the, there.
Yeah, she's out of the block.
I'm no mechanic, but that one's probably supposed to be down, like cylinder one. Those two look right. That one looks right. That one shouldn't be above.
Ran one parked.
The old Craigslist, I know what I have. No low balls. So therein lies our problem. We found it. So we'll have to yank this guy the rest of the way out and disassemble it some more and see what's the deal. Still doesn't turn. Still doesn't turn. Still doesn't turn. So we have some significant damage there. That valve is not supposed to be like that. So either melted a valve or it contacted something. Cylinder 4, definitely. As you can see, the difference to the other three. That piston is hitting the head. Likelihood is the connecting rod on cylinder 4 broke. And now she's wedged up. I don't know if you can kind of see. We'll try and get down there. It is sitting above the deck. And it's not clearanced to sit above the deck. So there is why this thing was probably parked 30 years ago.
I told you so.
That was Ted's guess. He said something was broke in big fashion. Yeah. So this just kind of changed what we think about this engine. That kind of made this significantly more expensive to get back going. Rover's North is in the neighborhood of $7,000 for a new engine, or a new reman engine, a new remanufactured engine. We'll have to explore some overseas stuff. If you guys have any good outlet for parts for this guy, engine-wise, throw it in the comments down below. We appreciate all the info. Wouldn't mind seeing if there's some internal stuff, crankshaft, connecting rods, pistons available, and maybe we can save this block and get it rebuilt ourselves. That leaves us with a still broken Land Rover Series IIa. Now we just have it semi-blown apart. There is some more bits laying around. We're going to continue taking it apart. We'll probably have to get the transmission out, being it's not connected to anything. We'll have to get that out before we can get the engine out. So that's probably next on this. Then we can crack into the engine and see exactly what happened. But that leaves us with a more broken 2.25 petrol engine than we previously thought. So what do you guys think? The majority of you in the last Series 2 video said to get the stock engine running and go with that. Let us know down below if that is still what you think. Should we still go after getting this thing rebuilt? Or do we get another one altogether? Another 2 1/4? Not opposed to either. We're gonna get this a little further down and then we'll have to determine what parts are available. Because obviously it broke some major things. That crankshaft's probably junk. Connecting rod, definitely junk. If it's broken, it's no good. Anyways, if you like this video today and you want to see more of us tearing into this Series IIa and bringing her back to life in a considerably better fashion, give us a like. That helps us with YouTube promoting the video so other people can see it as well. Makes it kind of fun for us and keeps us wanting to do it. So we appreciate all of that. If you disliked it, you can dislike it too. That doesn't hurt my feelings. But anyways, we'll continue on with this guy. And yeah, we have a significantly broken engine. Have a good night. Appreciate you guys watching. We have Ted over there contemplating life. He's more wondering what I got him into. Because as always, you know, I'm the ever more egg people on into buying stuff. So, but either way, this thing's pretty cool. We're going to keep going, make it roadworthy. We're getting there. We're getting there. So next up on this thing is we're going to get the seat box out. That way we'll get the transmission out of there. And then we'll get that little guy on an engine stand, tore apart, and assess some more. Always something with these things. I mean, not these things, just cars in general. I don't know why we do this, but it's fun at the end of the day, I think.
Guys, the handwork out.